Hi everyone, I'm Shelli and I'm here to do a demonstration of a tarot card reading, and this is for my twin flame. For anyone that doesn't know what a twin flame is, it's a 5D spiritual connection. Your divine counterpart, your energetic counterpart, basically the highest level of love that you can, the highest frequency of love you can experience. And it's not a journey for the weak. It's a it's a very spiritual journey of discovering yourself, loving yourself, and basically just discarding the ego and loving everybody, including yourself, unconditionally. So, for anyone in the twin flame community, this is for my divine masculine, and going by the readings I've been watching on YouTube for the past few weeks, he's pretty representative of the collective energy right now, so you might be able to resonate with this as well. So I just tried recording this video about an hour ago and I ran out of storage, so I have to start again. And all my cards are already shuffled and pulled, so I'm just going to start with the reading. And this is just a demo. I'm just learning. I just started learning the past few weeks, and I started out with like 5 to 7 cards, and now I'm reading about 30 plus. So just showing my progression right here. I am not offering readings for others just yet because I don't feel that I'm ready, but just want to just like a practice, a demo, and I'm going to get started with, okay, this is my twin flame's headspace, what's going on in his mind, what he's thinking tonight. And we got 2 major arcana cards, leading and master, or lead and master, because he wants to take the lead. In this relationship, he hasn't been taking action lately. There hasn't been any communication, but he wants to change this. He wants to come forward and start moving things ahead. And in order to do that, he had to take a step back and master his fears, get a different perspective. A lot of healing had to happen, deep core wounds from childhood, past relationships. He had to take a look at all this stuff before he's able to take action. So it's basically just mastering your insecurities, your fears, and releasing everything that no longer serves you, including old outdated programming, conditioning by society, that kind of stuff, baggage like that. And he's getting a lot of support from the universe, guides, angels, friends, family, most likely as well. And that's a good thing. He's taking care of himself, taking care of his body, getting more rest, nurturing himself, which is so important. He wasn't doing that before. It's all about putting yourself first. Self-love. You got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of others. I've had to learn that too. So, and again, lighthearted energy, flirt. Again, this is all about basically, playfulness, lighthearted energy, and not dwelling in that low, dense, heavy energy like shame, fear, guilt, sadness, depression, that kind of stuff. That doesn't manifest anything. You can't stay in that kind of frequency. So, again, he's craving this in our relationship. Again, the playfulness, the childlike innocence. And actually that came up as well, but I will, okay, unicorn card here. But yeah, he craves the lighthearted, flirty energy in our relationship. He misses it. And by the way, the decks I'm using here, I forgot to say, are Psychic Tarot for the Heart, Oracle of the Unicorns, and Got the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue as well. So just wanted to point that out for anybody that is interested. Okay, now for his heart space, this is how he's feeling. And I got this card for like the third time this week. This is the Five of Pentacles, feeling alone. He's coming out of this, you know, place of being stuck and not knowing what he wants. I feel like he knows what he wants. He's just, this card's basically about missing me. And, you know, we haven't communicated in a while, and I miss him too. But again, I don't stay in that energy. I focus on the positive, the here and now, the present moment. And I released expectations of what should happen in the future. And I don't dwell on the past really so much anymore. I like trying to recall the happy stuff. Again, trying to keep the vibration high in order to get this relationship to manifest again. In the 3D, we're always spiritually connected at the soul level. It's just about bringing all that down into our physical realm here. But yeah, he misses me. He misses hearing from me. I had to step back and cut off communication, obviously, so that we could both heal and get ourselves in alignment with that high frequency love. Because in order for us to really experience divine love, we have to release all those emotions, those low, dense, heavy emotions. They all have to be released. They all have to be brought to the surface and let go so that divine love can come in. Because otherwise you're out of alignment. It's like a cup. You have to drink what's in the cup before you can add more to it. So anyway, expansion, the Oracle of the Unicorns, beautiful card. It says, spread your wings and soar. Share your message and share your light. Show the world what you're made of. And that's what he's feeling he wants to do. He wants to be his true, authentic self. He wants to share his message with the world. He wants to talk to me and share how he feels. Be honest. Speak his truth, that kind of thing. And I feel it's also has a lot to do with also his career and expanding in his job opportunities. Promotion maybe is in the works for him in the near future, if it hasn't happened already. I don't know. I haven't been talking to him, but yeah, it can also mean financial expansion. Increasing his abundance. And he wants to make the effort. He knows the relationship's worth the effort. Take action, but he's waiting for divine timing. I feel that little nudge. When the time is right, he'll come forward and make the effort. And here you go, past life relationship. We've done this before, several lifetimes. Twin flames have been together over many lifetimes, and exactly what we're releasing. Karmic energy from past lives, this lifetime. All that has to be cleared and left behind, because we cannot be in this high frequency of love carrying all that baggage, that heavy baggage. So both of us have been through abusive relationships, so a lot has had to have been released. So had to be released. And the healing is going to be ongoing. There's going to be times, this time obviously, where we're healing individually, and then we can come together and continue the healing together in union. But for now, we're still physical separation. As this card, this is his current energy. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, going with the flow. This is his current energy. Everything has its right time. Again, divine timing. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. It's about releasing all expectations and going with the flow of life. Surrendering to the here and now. And there's so much more peace in surrendering and not constantly worrying about what your next move is going to be. Though I feel he's been up in his head a lot. He's starting to detach a little bit from the outcome. And removing all those expectations of how and what he should do and how to do it, that kind of thing. It's just letting the universe take over. And here we go. This is the High Priestess card. Listen, basically, yeah, being in the present moment. Again, learning how to be in the present moment. Just be and listen to people. Hearing what they have to say without any expectations of how the conversation or situation should go. Just really tuning into your intuition. And he really hearing what they have to say, what they're thinking, what they're feeling. It's really being there for the other person. And kind of just shutting off all the other mind chatter. It's being about awareness. Awareness. Okay. And here we go again. There, the innocence card, the playful, childlike energy. He craves this. I crave it. I always try to be in this kind of energy. So we're kind of mirroring each other here. But yeah, he misses this. It's playfulness. It's taking time to play, nurturing your inner child, healing your inner child, which we've both been doing, and living with a childlike sense of wonder. And that's, yeah, remember being a child, not having a care in the world. That's basically, when you're adults, we forget how to do that, and it's so important to get back to that again. That's how miracles happen. That's how manifestations happen, when you can look at everything from with a childlike sense of wonder. And just not stressing over the little things, but taking delight, taking pleasure in the little things, like the sun, the moon, the stars in the sky, little butterflies flying around your head, or just little ladybugs, just like land. I always see ladybugs. They always just like show up, and I just absolutely love it because I take it as a sign that, loved ones, who have crossed over are near. But it's just like everybody has their little angel signs, feathers, stuff like that, maybe pennies, little things like that, just appreciating the little things and being grateful for them. So yes, live with a childlike sense of wonder. And yes, getting to know each other again. We're two different people since spiritually awakening, transformation, rebirth. We're going to be a little bit different, but at the core, we're still the same people. But it's basically, yeah, without all the baggage. We're as pure. It's about getting back to that pureness and that pureness of our souls when we first come into the world. Before before all the conditioning and all the beliefs that we're taught, our values, all that stuff. It's about getting back to our original blueprint, our soul blueprint. Because we're two halves of the same soul. Two whole halves of the same soul, I should say, because we're complete and whole all on our own. We don't need anybody else to complete us. But yes, he wants to get to know each other again, and which brings me to the next card, the honeymoon. I've drawn this a couple times this week. Spending holiday time together, or just time together, just the two of us. Doesn't necessarily have to mean a honeymoon, but yeah. Yeah, a lot of people that have known me, for the last couple of years know what my thoughts have been on marriage, but again, a lot of people are probably wondering how I feel about it since my spiritual awakening, but that's whole nother video. I promise I will do it. It's a little bit of the old and a little bit of new, so stay tuned for that. Yes, he wants the same thing I do, just time together, just the two of us. Vacation time. And I have a feeling it's happening soon. March is going to be a big month, I think, for a lot of twin flames. March, April, going into the summer. Springtime is a time of new beginnings, rebirth. Beautiful. But that's what I feel. So things can start happening really fast, and an end to this separation. But it was needed in order for us to heal. Because when you're with somebody, your focus is always on the other person. You don't really look at yourself and what you need to work on. So when I first, when we first went into separation, I didn't handle it very well at all. twin flames trigger trigger each other. They pull out all those old wounds, all that gunk that needs to be cleared out. Nobody triggers you like your divine mirror. So yeah, a few months ago, before I surrendered and finally accepted what this journey was about, I was just a mess. Let's just say a floodgate of emotions. And I was very angry, but now I see this as a blessing. Total, and I'm so grateful to my twin flame if he's watching. Just want him to know that I am so thankful for the separation. And yeah, like I said, it was tough at first, but now I'm at peace. I accept what is, and that's what's going to end the separation. All the healing, all the cleansing, everything, all the releasing of all this baggage. And especially clearing out the karmic energy from past relationships. We can't move forward with that still clinging to us energetically. But move on to, okay, this for his message to me, strength, this black unicorn, very beautiful card. And it says, this challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side and look for the gifts in the situation. Which is basically what I was just talking about, the gifts and the separation, all the healing that has taken place. I feel so much lighter now, and let me tell you, meditation does wonders. Meditation, eating healthy foods, exercising. I've had to hermit for a little bit for the last few months, basically putting myself first, and let me tell you, yeah. I've learned so much about myself and what I've had to heal. Just, again, my twin flame is my divine mirror. And everything that I was seeing in him was actually what I was seeing in myself. And that's called the mirror exercise. And I knew exactly what kind of meditations I needed to do to release some pretty bad emotions, basically. I'll just come right out and say the worst one for me was the fear of abandonment, and I can remember that starting in early childhood. So a lot of divine feminines could probably relate to that fear of abandonment. Ugh, boy. Like I said, floodgate a couple months ago before I surrendered, I was at rock bottom. I was just, yeah. Let's just leave it there. But okay. I was a mess. And awaiting results, his message to me, this is the Seven of Pentacles, and I'm just going to read from the book here for this one. So give me a second to find. Okay, you've put much energy into creating and attracting the relationships you desire and are eager to see positive results. Patience is needed, however. Reshaping attitudes and beliefs takes time. Refining yourself so that you'll attract just the right person is a process. If you find yourself becoming frustrated at the apparent lack of visible change, step back and focus on something other than relationships for a while. When you're feeling more detached, you'll be in a better position to notice any improvements. And if you've invested enough time, then take a moment to evaluate your progress. Are your efforts bearing fruit? Are you seeing the desired changes in your interactions with others? If yes, excellent. Carry on. If not, it may be time to shift your approach. Look for alternative strategies to affect the change you desire. What works with one person may not work with another. And when working on yourself, be sure that you're being true to who you are and not simply following society's formula for relationships. And that is so important. Discarding all of society's expectations of how we should be, what we should do, how we should act, and all the, accepted rules for men and women. You should do this, she should do that, and all this stuff. And it's about, basically taking a step back and just trying to figure out who you really are. Find your own truth. What's your truth? Take an alternative plan, something that is conducive to what you want and not what society expects of you, not what your friends, family think. Just do what works for you. And again, Another major arcana card. These are just coming out like crazy lately. And this is observe. Basically, yeah, just taking a step back and assessing the situation. And it's about being patient and, yeah, releasing, surrendering, reconsidering your actions. And it's the Hanged Man in the traditional tarot. But it's also important to get the insight of other people that also understand the journey and listening to their insights with, and part, you know, from an impartial stranger, it says, listen to the observations with an open mind and heart. Exactly. So yes, definitely take other people's insights into consideration and find out, you know, if they work for you. That's great. If not, again, just stick to your own truth and follow your own path. And it also could mean he's also observing me. Not just the situation, but also observing me on social media, perhaps. But which is perfectly fine. I have nothing to hide, so. But here we go. He wants it. He wants the relationship to ascend to a higher commitment, and I want the same thing. So, pretty much self-explanatory. And again, let your friends help you. Listen to other people's advice. Listen to the angels, guides. Listen to God, the universe, higher power, source, whatever you want to call it. But yes, honor your own truth above all. He's offering this as advice to me, and he's doing the same. That divine mirror, we're pretty much in alignment, going by the cards that I've pulled. And he's saying very soon, I've gotten this a number of times, so very soon. So he's getting clear on what he wants before he takes action. And like I said, March, April, the springtime going into summer is going to be a very, very special time. I think a lot of twin flames are going to be coming into union. And it's all about uplifting the planet into unconditional love, out of this paradigm of war and chaos, and basically just, yeah, putting conditions on other people in order to love them is just not going to work. And again, I'm definitely going to do a video on my thoughts on marriage now. And I think a lot of people that know me are going to be interested in what I had to say since my spiritual awakening. And I have a very, very interesting take. Again, a little bit of the old and some new, but I think the message that I'm going to share about what I think is going to definitely inspire a lot of people, I hope. Again, yeah, I just be who you are, speak your truth. This is just my opinion, but don't put too much stock in what society expects of you. Too many people are most of the world, very, very conditioned, since childhood to do things that are not in line with what you truly desire in life. And so many people are just daily grind, 9 to 5 jobs, and they're unhappy. And when you're unhappy, you can't manifest. So I'm at this point, I refuse to settle for anything that is not, in alignment with what I desire and what's my truth. So I choose to share my gifts. I've always wanted to help people, inspire people, make a difference in people's lives, uplift them, make them laugh. And that's why I'm going to be doing these readings when I'm ready. And like I said, if you want to support me, show your love, I have stores, for my artwork. I design art for clothing. It's graphic t-shirts and stuff for men, women, and children. I'll leave the links below. And also, I also do pet portraits if anybody's interested in that, in, you know, supporting me. That is great. Like I said, it just makes me feel so good to help people out, and that's what I'm here for, to be of service. And that's what Twin Flames are here for. And that's the most important thing, is what you give out, what you put out in the universe comes back to you tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. So yes, unconditional love. That's my message today, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, I'll put the links to my stores below the video if anyone's interested, and I will be back and do these more videos like this, a little more organized, a little more lighting. This was kind of impromptu. I didn't really plan it out too much. It was just a demonstration. And again, wanted to share, you know, a message of love with everybody, and I hope everybody has a beautiful weekend, and share the love, and I will see you again soon. Bye.